Breaking news for every Social Security recipient in America. Right now, millions of seniors, disabled Americans, and SSI and SSDI beneficiaries are waiting on one of the most important announcements of the entire year, and it is coming very, very soon. We're talking about the 2026 cost of living adjustment, the COLA, the number that will determine exactly how much money you receive in your Social Security check starting in January of 2026. This is not a rumor. This is not speculation. The official release date for the 2026 COLA announcement is just days away. And if you receive Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, this update affects you directly. It affects your rent, it affects your groceries, it affects your medications, it affects your ability to live with dignity. So before you scroll past this video, I need you to stop. I need you to stay right here, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the upcoming 2026 COLA release, what it means, what to expect, and most importantly, what you should do right now to prepare. This is your money, and you deserve to know exactly what's happening with it. Welcome back, everyone. If you're new here, welcome. This channel exists for one reason and one reason only: to serve you, to serve Social Security recipients, to serve seniors who are living on fixed incomes, to serve people with disabilities who depend on SSI and SSDI every single month, to serve the millions of hardworking Americans who paid into this system for decades and who deserve clear, honest, trustworthy information. Because here is the truth: the Social Security system is complicated, the rules change, the schedules shift, the announcements come out fast, and the news doesn't always explain what it actually means for real people, people like you. That's why this channel exists. Every single week, we break down Social Security news, payment updates, COLA announcements, and benefit changes in plain, simple English. No jargon, no confusion. Just clear answers that help you protect your income and plan your life. And today's topic is one of the biggest of the year. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell, because updates like this one come fast, and you don't want to miss a single one. Subscribing is completely free, and it could protect your benefits in ways you haven't even thought of yet. All right, let's get into it. What is COLA, and why does it matter so much? Let's start from the beginning, because some of you watching may be newer to Social Security, and I want to make sure everyone is on the same page. COLA stands for Cost of Living Adjustment. Every single year, the Social Security Administration, the SSA, reviews the rate of inflation in the United States. They look at how much prices have gone up. They look at what things cost now compared to what they cost a year ago. And then they calculate a percentage increase to apply to Social Security benefits so that your payments can keep up with the rising cost of living. That adjustment is called the COLA. And this is not a gift. This is not a bonus. This is not charity. This is a protection built directly into the Social Security system to make sure that the money you receive continues to have real purchasing power as time goes on. Without COLA, your Social Security check would buy less and less every single year. Your groceries would get more expensive. Your utility bills would go up. Your co-pays would rise, but your check would stay exactly the same. That's what COLA is designed to prevent. And every October, typically in the second week of October, the Social Security Administration officially announces the COLA for the following year. This year, that announcement for the 2026 COLA is coming next week. That's right, we are days away from one of the most important Social Security announcements of 2025. And today, I'm going to give you everything you need to understand it before it even drops. How is the 2026 COLA calculated? Now, here's how the process works, and this is important, so stay with me. The COLA is not just a number the SSA picks out of thin air. It is calculated using a specific measurement called the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. You may have heard it referred to as the CPIW. Every month, the Bureau of Labor Statistics tracks the prices of hundreds of goods and services across the country. Things like food, housing, transportation, medical care, energy, clothing. The CPIW measures the average change in prices that everyday working Americans are paying. To calculate the annual COLA, the SSA takes the average CPIW numbers from July, August, and September of the current year, and it compares them to those same 3 months from the year before. If prices are higher, meaning inflation went up, then COLA goes up. If prices are more stable, meaning inflation cooled down, then COLA may be smaller. The final CPIW numbers for September 2025 are released in mid-October, and when those numbers come out, the SSA can finalize and officially announce the 2026 COLA percentage. That announcement is expected to happen within the next week, possibly as soon as a few days from now. What are experts projecting for the 2026 COLA? So the big question on everyone's mind is, how much is the 2026 COLA going to be? Let's be honest with each other here. I'm not going to give you a fake promise or a hype number just to get clicks. That is not what this channel is about. What I can tell you is what independent analysts, policy researchers, and Social Security advocacy groups have been projecting based on the inflation data we've seen so far this year. Inflation in the United States has been moderating. After the very high inflation we saw in 2021 and 2022, which produced some of the largest COLAs in decades, things have been cooling off somewhat. In 2024, the COLA was 3.2%. In 2025, it came in at 2.5%. That was a noticeable decrease from prior years. Based on the CPIW data from July and August of 2025, most analysts and advocacy organizations have been projecting the 2026 COLA to land somewhere in the range of 2.5% to 3.2%. Now, to be clear, the official number has not been announced yet. The final September data is what seals it. And that official announcement from the SSA is what we are waiting on right now. But even at the lower end of those projections, even at 2.5%, we are still talking about a real, meaningful increase to your monthly Social Security benefit. Let's put that in real numbers so you can see what this actually means for your household. What could this mean for your check? Let's walk through some real-world examples because this is where it gets personal. This is where it really hits home. Let's say you currently receive $500 per month in Social Security retirement benefits. At a 2.5% COLA increase, your monthly check would go up by about $37.50. That brings your new monthly benefit to approximately $1,537.50. Over the course of a full year, that's an extra $450 in your pocket. That is real money. That could cover a month of groceries. That could cover several co-pays. That could cover a utility bill or two. Now, let's say you receive $1,800 per month. At 2.5%, you're looking at a $45 increase, bringing your monthly benefit to about $1,145. That's an extra $540 over the year. And if the COLA comes in higher, say at 3.2%, those numbers go up even more. At 3.2%, a $1,500 monthly benefit becomes approximately $1,548. A $1,800 benefit becomes roughly $1,157.60. Now, for those of you receiving SSI, supplemental security income, the COLA applies to you too. The current maximum federal SSI benefit for an individual in 2025 is $967 per month. At a 2.5% COLA, that increases by about $24. At 3.2%, it could increase by about $31. These are federal maximums. Your actual payment may be different based on your state and your individual circumstances. And for SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, your benefit is based on your work history and earnings record, just like retirement benefits. The COLA percentage applies equally to SSDI recipients. If you receive $1,200 per month in SSDI, a 2.5% increase means roughly $30 more per month, or $360 more per year. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, that's not enough. You're thinking, prices went up way more than 3% this year. Groceries are still expensive. Rent is still high. My medication costs are still going up. And you are not wrong to feel that way. Many Social Security advocates and seniors' rights organizations have argued for years that the CPIW is not the right tool for measuring the inflation that seniors actually experience, because seniors spend a much higher percentage of their income on healthcare and housing, which tend to increase faster than general consumer prices. There is an alternative measure called the CPIE, the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, which some lawmakers have proposed using instead. Studies have shown that using CPIE would generally result in slightly higher COLAs for seniors over time. But as of right now, the official COLA is still calculated using CPIW, and that is the number that is about to be announced. I want you to know that this channel sees you. We hear your concerns, and we'll keep covering this issue because it matters deeply to your financial security. When will the official announcement come out? Here is what you need to mark on your calendar. The Social Security Administration traditionally announces the annual COLA in the second week of October. Historically, this announcement has come on a Thursday, right after the Bureau of Labor Statistics releases the final September CPI data. Based on the BLS release schedule for 2025, the September CPI data is expected to be released in the second week of October, and the SSA COLA announcement is expected to follow on the same day or very shortly after. Once the announcement is made, the SSA will publish the official COLA percentage on their website at ssa.gov. They will also begin sending out notices to beneficiaries, typically by mail and through your My Social Security online account. That will show your new benefit amount starting in January 2026. So here's the timeline you need to know. The official 2026 COLA announcement coming within the next week or so, most likely mid-October 2025. Your updated benefit amount, visible in your My Social Security account shortly after the announcement. Your first increased payment, arriving in January 2026. For most Social Security retirement and SSDI recipients, that means your January 2026 payment, delivered according to your regular payment schedule based on your birthday. For SSI recipients, your first increased payment will arrive on December 31st, 2025, because SSI pays on the 1st of the month, and January 1st is a holiday, so December 31st serves as the SSI January payment date. We will cover all of those details in full when the official announcement drops. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure your notifications are on, because the moment that number is official, we will be here with a full breakdown just for you. Why this year feels different. I want to take a moment to talk about the bigger picture, because this year, 2025, has been a particularly anxious time for Social Security recipients. And I think it's important to acknowledge that. Over the past several months, there have been major headlines about changes at the Social Security Administration. There have been concerns about staffing, concerns about processing times, concerns about office closures, and phone wait times. Some beneficiaries have reported delays in receiving their payments or longer hold times when calling for help. There has also been significant public discussion and political debate about the long-term future of Social Security, about the solvency of the trust funds, about potential benefit changes, and about what the program will look like in the years ahead. This has understandably created a lot of anxiety and confusion among the people who depend on these benefits most. I want to be clear with you about something important. As of right now, your Social Security benefits are still being paid. The COLA is still being calculated and will still be applied as required by law. The SSA is still operating, and the COLA announcement next week is proceeding on schedule. That does not mean everything is perfect. There are real challenges that deserve your attention and your voice as a citizen. We will continue to cover them honestly on this channel. But I do not want you to panic. I do not want you to be misled by sensational headlines that make things sound worse or better than they actually are. What I want is for you to be informed, clearly, honestly, every single week. And that is exactly what we are here to do. What happens after the COLA is announced? Once the SSA officially announces the 2026 COLA percentage, a few things will start to happen. First, the SSA will publish updated benefit information on their website. You can create or log into your free My Social Security account at ssa.gov to see your updated benefit amount. This is one of the most useful tools available to any Social Security recipient, and if you haven't set up your account yet, I strongly encourage you to do it. It's free, it's secure, and it gives you direct access to your benefit information 24 hours a day. Second, the SSA will begin mailing COLA notices to beneficiaries. These are official letters that confirm your new monthly benefit amount for 2026. If you receive a letter like this in the mail, keep it. It is an official document, and it confirms exactly how much you'll be receiving starting in January. Third, Medicare premiums for Part B, which are automatically deducted from most Social Security checks, are also typically announced around the same time. This is important because Medicare Part B premiums can sometimes offset a portion of your COLA increase. If your Medicare Part B premium goes up, that reduces the net gain you see in your check. We will cover that in a dedicated video as well once those numbers are released. And fourth, you may start to see a lot of content online claiming that the COLA is higher or lower than officially announced, or making promises about one-time payments, checks, or bonuses that are not real. I see this kind of misinformation every single year around COLA season. Please be careful. Please verify everything through official sources, SSA, Gov, Medicare.gov, and trusted channels like this one. Now, let's talk about what you should actually do right now, because information without action doesn't protect you. Step 1. Know your current benefit amount. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov or check your most recent award letter. Write down your current monthly benefit. That way, when the COLA is announced and your new amount is published, you can calculate exactly how much your check will change. Don't guess. Know your number. Step 2, update your contact information with the SSA. If you've moved recently, or if your mailing address or phone number has changed, make sure the SSA has your current information. COLA notices are sent by mail. If they're going to an old address, you could miss important updates. You can update your information online through your My Social Security account or by calling the SSA at 1-800-772-1213. Step 3, plan your January budget now. I know it feels early to think about January, but here's the thing. Your increased benefit won't arrive until January 2026. Between now and then, you are still receiving your current payment amount. So don't spend in anticipation of a higher check you haven't received yet. Instead, use this time to plan. Look at your monthly expenses. Identify any bills that have gone up. Think about where that extra $25, $30, $40, or $50 per month could make the biggest difference for you. Having a plan means that when the money arrives, it goes where you need it most, not where it disappears before you even notice it. Step 4, watch out for COLA scams. Every year around COLA announcement time, scammers target Social Security recipients. They call, they email, they send fake letters. They claim that you need to verify your information to receive your COLA increase. They may even impersonate the SSA. Let me be absolutely clear. The SSA will never call you and ask for your Social Security number, your bank account information, or any personal details over the phone to process your COLA. The COLA is automatic. It is calculated and applied by the SSA. You do not need to do anything to receive it. You do not need to respond to any unsolicited messages or phone calls. If you receive a suspicious call or letter claiming to be about your COLA or your benefits, hang up or throw it away, and then call the SSA directly at their official number to verify. Step 5, stay informed through trusted sources. The best thing you can do right now is stay connected to accurate, up-to-date information. Follow ssa.gov for official announcements, and stay subscribed to this channel. Because the moment that 2026 COLA number drops, we will be here with a full breakdown, real dollar amounts, and everything you need to understand how it affects you personally. I want to take a moment to speak directly to you. If you are watching this video, there's a good chance that Social Security benefits are a major part of your monthly income. Maybe they are all of your income. And I know that every dollar matters. I know that an announcement like the COLA isn't just a news story for you. It's your rent, your food, your medicine, your life. That is exactly why this channel exists. There are so many places online where you can find confusion, where you can find misinformation, where scary headlines are designed to keep you anxious and clicking. That is not what we do here. What we do here is give you the truth, clearly, calmly, and completely, so that you can make smart decisions, protect your benefits, and feel confident about your financial future. Every week, we cover Social Security payment schedules, benefit updates, COLA news, Medicare changes, SSI and SSDI policy changes, and everything else that affects your income in your life. And it is completely free to subscribe. So if you haven't already, right now, before you move on, please hit that red subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell so you never miss an important update. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with someone you care about. Share it with a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, a friend, because they deserve this information too. Your peace of mind matters. Your financial security matters. And this channel is here to protect both. All right, let's bring it all together. The 2026 Social Security COLA announcement is coming very, very soon, most likely within the next week, following the release of the final September 2025 inflation data. Based on current projections from independent analysts and Social Security advocacy groups, the 2026 COLA is expected to fall somewhere between 2.5% and 3.2%, though the official number has not yet been confirmed. We will bring you that number the moment it is officially released by the SSA. Once announced, the COLA will apply to Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI disability benefits, and SSI payments. Your increased benefit will begin arriving in January 2026, or for SSI recipients effective with the December 31st, 2025 payment. In the meantime, know your current benefit amount, update your information with the SSA, plan your January budget ahead of time, protect yourself from scams, and stay connected here for the latest updates. I know this time of year brings a lot of questions and a lot of worry. That is completely understandable, but I want you to end this video feeling a little more confident, a little more informed, and a little more ready for whatever comes next. You have worked hard for these benefits, you have earned them, and you deserve to understand them completely. We'll be back the moment the official 2026 COLA is announced with a full breakdown, every number, every detail, and everything it means for your check. Until then, take care of yourself, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.